Hello, my name is Jean-Claude Racine, and I am the president of the board of Swiss Watch Trading. Today, I would like to tell you about my vision of the situation regarding classic wristwatches in the modern world and about the special status of watches in the era of mobile gadgets, internet, and digital technologies. Let me first philosophize a little bit about this topic. Today, in the era of mobile gadgets, the internet, and digital technologies, the issue of measuring time, its control, creating plans, is solved using the most advanced technologies. Traveling around the world, I very often realize that life consists not only of gadgets, devices, digital watches, mobile phones, etc. Life consists of life itself, of meetings, events, and of relationships between people. Those who realized this became rich persons, and those persons became free. Man feels himself in time, a little in the time that has already passed, a little in the time that has to come, and by the end, a person feels himself in the present tense. And very often, it is a look at the watch dial that helps us navigate these sensations. And we are talking about the dial of the classic watch. Electronic and smart watches, they show the time. And in the classic watch, the time is going. This is the fundamental difference between a classic watch and new electronic devices. We feel the time on classic wristwatches without even fixing or calculating the exact value of the figures with the divisions on the dial. One remark: as the studies of English scientists, those famous all over the world, showed that the usual clock will stay for a person forever, despite technological process, of course, along with eternal things like matches or the wheel. People have always been very sensitive to watches in all their performances. Watches bring positive emotions, a sense of ownership with eternity. Having a wristwatch, you have a unique opportunity to control, feel the course of time, alone with yourself, privately. And if someone asks you, "What time is it?" it is a whole ceremony to share your personal information about time with someone which goes on your hand. Time, it's going, not showing. And now back to our watches, the classic Swiss watch Remark. My company, Swiss Watch Trading, produces and sends out tens of thousands of watches every year around the world. I meet with our watches people in different countries, on airplanes, in cafes, on the streets, in trains, etc. I travel a lot. I carry several of my personal watches with me, I have a lot of them. I myself sometimes buy watches on trips. A watch is also a souvenir, a reminder of a country or of a city. I like to buy watches, so I understand how the buyer looks at the watches in the store. And I understand what needs to be added to my watch when producing a new collection. Today, it bothers me that good quality watches are becoming less and less available to customers. It's either a very expensive watch or a very cheap one, but then it's not a watch if it's too cheap. Switzerland always knew a lot about watch manufacturing, and not all Swiss watches cost a lot of money, as many buyers think. I have been working in the watch business for more than 40 years. Before starting my own business, I worked at various positions in large companies for a long time, from a design engineer to a sales and marketing director. Now, at my Swiss watch trading company, we produce Remark watches. I think that today is one of the most balanced watch compromise in terms of price, quality, and functionality. I would like that more people who want to wear or to have a classic, high quality, reliable Swiss watch could see a Remark watch and could learn about this watch. I would like those who already have Remark watches to be able to tell others about them so that those who sell these watches could clearly and simply talk about them. I would like people to be able to see and choose their personal Remark watch for themselves so as not to measure time, but to live in this time and feel it on their wrist. Remark watches. I do it just for this. I want Remark watches to be available to as many as possible people. This year, with my team, I decided to more actively use the means of communication with this omnipotent internet to inform more people about Remark watches. The more information there will be on how people wear our watches, about the watches themselves, about those who sell them, the more opportunities there will be for people around the world to buy reliable Remark Swiss watches and wear their own personal part of Switzerland on their own wrist. Thank you, and I send you love and best wishes.